Hi everyone, it's Andrea Thompson, Arts Education Manager at the Michener Art Museum. Thank you for joining me for another Michener Made Monday. I'll be walking you through making a magical doorway inspired by Henry Ossawa Tanner's Gateway in Tangier and Phillip Lloyd Powell's Door and Surround. Okay, so we are using 2 pieces of paper, and you can see I've cut one so it's about an inch shorter than the other. And this is going to be our doorway and the background. And I'm starting with the doorway, and you can see images of Henry Ossawa Tanner's Gateway in Tangier and Phillip Lloyd Powell's Door and Surround on our Google Arts page. So I've already drawn the doorway and surround, but I'll walk you through it on the back. Just using a pencil to get started, and I'm using some diagonal lines. This will be the pathway, and I really love the keyhole shape in Henry Ossawa Tanner's drawing of the gateway in Tangier. It looks like a keyhole you would see in kind of a cartoon door. So some lines up, there's some angled lines here, and another shape. And then you can draw sort of concentric, which means lines that go around and around. Some lines that go around and around, and fill it with patterns, and that's what I've done here. And then you're going to go over your lines with a permanent marker, and I've done that here just to save us some time. And again, that's on the longer piece of paper. What I'm going to do next is cut out this shape, to cut out something from the center of the paper instead of coming in from the end. I'm going to gently, not crease it all the way, but give it a little pinch, and then with a pair of scissors, give it a little snip. That's going to give me a place to start. And I'm cutting very carefully. If you need help from a grown-up, this is a good place to do that. And I'm cutting close to my line, turning my paper as I cut. And there we go, we're getting really close. Now, this shorter piece of paper is for the background, and you'll see why it's shorter in just a minute. For your background, you can use anything to color, whatever you have at home, crayons, pencils, colored pencils, markers, watercolor paints. I'm using these watercolor pencils. I really like them because they work just like regular kind of colored pencils, but and here's my image that I drew. And they work really well because once you draw with them, you can take a brush and water and turn them into watercolors. So there's my background. And when I hold this up, you can see through, but to get the illusion that it's even farther away, I'm going to turn this and line up my edges here, and using a stapler, I'm going to add 2 staples on this end, and then pushing my paper up to line my edges up here. This is tricky. This would be a good spot for a grown-up to help. Adding a staple here and a staple here. And now I have a 3D doorway looking through, inspired by Henry Ossawa Tanner's Gateway in Tangier and Phillip Lloyd Powell's Door and Surround. If you make a magical doorway, remember to hashtag Michener Made, and we'll be able to see what you've made, and follow us at Michener Art. And to get updates on ways to stay connected, visit michenerartmuseum.org.